The rain had not stopped for 3 days. It fell gently over the small house at the edge of the town, turning the narrow path to the garden into soft mud. Inside, a 16-year-old girl named Lily stood by her bedroom window, her arms folded, her eyes red from crying. Downstairs, her mother, Claire, moved around the kitchen quietly, pretending to be busy but really listening for any sound from her daughter's room. 2 weeks ago, they had the kind of fight that leaves a mark. It started, as most fights do, with something small. Lily wanted to go on a weekend trip with her friends. Claire said no. She said it wasn't safe, that she didn't trust the older kids who would be there. Lily shouted that her mother didn't trust her. Claire shouted back that Lily didn't understand what it meant to be a parent. Then Lily slammed her door, and the world between them seemed to slam shut too. Since then, silence had filled the house like fog. They passed each other like strangers, polite enough to ask if the other needed something, but never looking in the eye. The quiet hurt them both, but pride weighed heavier than apology. That afternoon, Lily watched as the clouds shifted, letting a pale light slip through. She thought about the things she had said, the words that had left her in anger but echoed now like guilt. Claire, downstairs, wiped her hands on a towel and leaned against the counter. She thought of how she had raised her daughter, mostly alone after Lily's father left. She wanted Lily to be safe not because she didn't trust her, but because she feared losing her. When Lily came down, the room smelled of tea and honey bread. Claire looked up, surprised. "Do you want some?" she asked, voice gentle but cautious. Lily hesitated. "Sure." They sat opposite each other at the small wooden table. The rain slowed outside, and the house felt softer somehow, more forgiving. For a while, the only sound was the spoon stirring in the cup. "I hate fighting with you," Lily said finally. Claire's eyes lifted. "I hate it too." Lily looked at her mother, really looked, at the tired face, the lines forming at her eyes, the same eyes she had inherited. "I wasn't fair," Lily admitted. "You were right to worry, I wanted a little freedom." "I know," Claire replied quietly, "and maybe I held on too tightly. It's hard to see you growing up. Every time I think you don't need me anymore, I get scared." Lily's throat tightened. "I'll always need you, just maybe in a different way." Claire smiled for the first time in days. That's probably the hardest part for a mother to learn. They sat together for a long time after that, talking, not just about the trip, but about other things. Lily's dreams, Claire's work, the book they both had started reading but never finished together. The rain finally stopped completely, and through the window they could see a soft curve of sunlight across the garden, glimmering against the wet fence. After their talk, Lily went to the backyard to fix the small wooden bridge that crossed over the garden stream. It had broken during the last storm, just a few boards missing. Claire brought her hammer and nails. "Want help?" she asked. Lily smiled. "Yeah." They worked side by side, one holding the board while the other hammered. The sound of nails striking wood echoed across the damp air like a rhythm of renewal. When the bridge was finished, Claire stepped back. "Perfect," she said. Lily looked at her, the hint of a grin on her face. "We're getting good at fixing things." Claire reached over and squeezed her hand. "Some bridges take time," she said softly, "but they're worth rebuilding." Above them, the last clouds drifted apart. The air smelled of earth and rain. Inside the house, the kettle whistled again, a small, warm sound that promised something simple but true. Whatever came next, they would face it together,